1, 2, 3. Guess we're ready. You're gonna
It's
do it
great
anyway.
every time.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Stephanie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, friends.
Hello there.
Welcome to episode 3.
We're here again. You're welcome.
Yay.
Yes.
And thanks for coming back to watch this shit show unravel for the 3rd time. Hooray!
But we have alcohol.
And we got a lot going on typically anyway.
Yes.
So quick reminder of our new format. In addition to streaming it on anywhere you can listen to your podcasts, we also have it on YouTube.
Yes.
So make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 by the end of the year. And we're at 150. We are keeping track.
So that you don't have to.
Reminder for you to tell your friends, subscribe for them, whatever you want to do. But we want to get to 500, so help us get there.
All you gotta do is click the subscribe button.
And then set the little notification-y thing so when we post a video, you get a little bing.
Does it really bing?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
So we each have 2 kind of topics, random things that we're going to talk about. I don't know Courtney's. She doesn't know mine. But that's part of the fun and part of the stress for Courtney.
Stressful. Every week.
But you do great. You do a great job. You hide it well.
Thank you. I have to. I hide it behind the smile.
Yeah. Otherwise, there'd be tears. And then it gets into your alcohol
Crying inside.
and dilutes it, and it also makes it salty at the same time. And nobody needs that.
Nobody needs that. No.
So avoid crying in your booze. Okay.
Thank you.
So to keep fun traditions going, I have another joke for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Insert applause, Dustin. Yay. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
No.
What did the buffalo say to his kid on his first day of school?
What did the buffalo say?
Bye, son. Get it?
Yeah, I
Like a
got
bison?
it. Yeah. Did you guys get it? Did you like it?
was
You
a
can
good
say
one.
no.
It was a great one.
Okay.
One of my faves. Okay. So I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Because mine involves drinking.
I'm all on board for that.
So I don't want to like take over and like elbow you quick, but I was like, hey, mine involves booze, and it might be a fun place to start, so then we have something to drink for the rest of the episode.
Absolutely, yes.
Because that's what we kept from our previous show, was the drinking.
We need the drinking, especially with jokes like that. Okay.
I wasn't even drunk, and I thought that bison one was hysterical. Okay, so I found an article on Huffington Post, and it was called The Perfect Margarita.
Okay.
So I said, I was immediately interested.
I think we both love margaritas.
Yes. And I was immediately interested. And I was like, okay, tell me more, Huffington Post. So it basically went through what experts, mixologists, whatever, think as like the perfect necessities to make the ideal margarita.
Were there studies on this? Or was it just a Huffington Post article?
Oh, this is just a Huffington Post article.
Okay, all right.
So here's the problem with this whole thing being executed. There's a lot of variables involved, mainly being me, that could make this different than the expert mixologists. That's just saying it's ideal.
That's okay.
I'm following.
You're making it your own.
I'm following the steps, but I'm a baller on a budget, so I didn't buy the most expensive tequila. Let's just be real, okay?
Okay.
So we'll make it work.
We're gonna pretend.
So I'm going to make our drinks while I kind of read through what
you're doing.
Some bullet points on like what they said made it perfect.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you multitask like that? I feel like I need to read it and you're going to like do it, but I don't know what you're. Okay.
I think it's gonna get messed up no matter what happens. So, hooray!
Yay!
Tequila. Okay.
Nothing can go wrong with tequila.
So, are you typically an on the rocks margarita drinker
Yes.
or a frozen drink? Oh, on the rocks.
On the rocks.
Okay, perfect. So, they said that on the rocks is the best way to have your margarita. They said, and I quote, "You get a better sense of the detail when you don't blend it into slush."
I mean, not wrong.
He said, don't get me wrong, the Slurpee margarita is a fun drink without a doubt, But if you want to taste something complex, interesting, and delicious, on the rocks is the way to go, which makes sense.
I'm going to agree with that. Also, I don't like brain freezes.
Oh.
So I don't want it on, like, in mush.
I think the slushy kind of version is so much easier to get messed up on, too, because it's so easy to drink it.
Yeah.
So it could just really mess you up. I mean,
well, what do you prefer? Do you like your slushy?
I'm okay either way.
Okay.
I like the flavored ones, I think, more in like
mango.
a slushy. Yeah,
I do
love
like a
mango margarita.
Anything mango, really.
But in like a slushy form, I think I like the flavored ones
Yeah.
better. But like a traditional margarita on the rocks.
Okay.
And I don't want salt on the rim. I'm not salty like that. I'm salty.
You're not a rim salter?
But no. Nope.
Just asking. Okay.
I'm going to move on.
Okay, good. I was just asking questions.
Dustin's laughing in the corner knowing that there's other things we wanted to say about that.
Dustin, how do you like your margarita?
I like mine on the rocks, actually.
See?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Are you a salty rim guy?
Pass. Pass on that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and do the drink part now. Start making the drink now.
Okay, so the next bullet point said to pop the glasses in the freezer for a few minutes. It says just 1 minute in the freezer will keep your cocktail as cold as basically if they had a comparison of like when you use a warm plate to keep your food warmer. It's the same concept
sense.
with like a cold cup.
Yeah.
So I did that, but then like while we were setting up, they may
melted.
have got a little melty. But I did put the drinks in the freezer and then I put some ice in them. So they're getting a little condensation. But
Okay.
it's okay. It's fine. Okay, the next step says the tequila should be 100% agave. Any tequila that doesn't have 100% agave is usually mixed with other materials like syrups and extracts.
Materials?
So stay away from those.
I don't like materials in my alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it sounds, in my immediate thing, I'm like lacquer, turpentine, like what's happening?
Right, like undrinkable things.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
It's like when you think about what the crap they put in cigarettes, like that's the same thing in my head of like, oh, what are they putting in my tequila?
Right.
So I got a tequila that literally says
Agave?
100% agave on it, like immediately. I was in the liquor store and I'm like,
Agave,
got you.
gotcha.
I couldn't make that work. Okay. So, and then it also says the last step was to use fresh fruit. So without fresh lime juice, margaritas lack the tartness and the acidity that can only be attained from limes. So, what our friends didn't see, when Courtney got here, I was pressing some limes and
She was slicing and she was squeezing.
So I have the lime juice in here already. So I skipped a step.
You guys are going to have to believe us.
Just trust me, I put 2 shots of lime juice in there. Fresh squeezed lime juice.
Or we might be drinking straight tequila. It doesn't matter. I mean, there might be nothing in there. It's fine.
No, it's just ice. I just wanted to save everybody the crazy eyesore of watching me try to struggle and then get myself covered in.
But I'm pretty sure everybody
lime
would have
juice.
enjoyed it.
So just
I
envision it.
I would have enjoyed it. But I'm just saying.
You got a little glimpse of it. It was a struggle.
Yeah, but you like pre-opened everything, and I want to see the struggle. So does everybody else.
I know too well that it's going to be
A struggle?
messy. Yes, 100%. Okay, so shall I make it?
Yes.
Okay, so it says this is for 1 drink, so I'm going to double everything. I think it's for 1.
Oh, so we're going to
I'm
add.
assuming it's for 1 drink. I'm going to double everything.
Drinks for everybody.
It didn't specify, but it says 2 ounces of tequila. I'm like, that has to be 1 drink.
Okay.
We're going to do 4 ounces of tequila.
Oh, God. It's going to be an interesting episode.
Okay. Can you narrate? Because I'm going to be away from the microphone.
So right now, Stephanie.
Hold on, I'm fucking it up already.
Stephanie.
It says ice and lime juice in it. Tell them that.
Oh. In the mixer, in the shaker, in the shaker, there is lime juice. She is now pouring 2 shots of tequila.
Doing great.
3 shots of tequila. Now we're 4 shots of tequila, guys. 4 shots. Okay.
Oh, it's pungent.
Well, I mean, it's tequila.
Oh, the rest of my juice. All right, did I like juice? Okay.
Next, she's picking up the. What are we picking up?
It's that orange liqueur simple syrup.
We are picking up the orange liqueur simple syrup. She's pouring it into a shot glass, dumping it in. She's got 1.
Nothing sounds tastier than dumping it in.
Okay.
Okay.
Now she's putting the lid back on. We are.
Mind, I didn't salt your rim.
I like my rim salted, Stephanie. Where's my salt? Okay.
good?
She's ignoring me. Oh, wow.
Can you see that?
For those of you who can't see her, she is on the move, guys. There's gonna be lots of noises.
And I already put some ice in these cups.
You might want to hold the top.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that feels better. She's pouring 1 glass,
See? I did
2 glass,
Oh, actually, I need more than 2.
3, 4. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just,
There's more in there.
it's like having a Presidente at Chili's where you have extra in your shaker.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really scared right now. What if that doesn't taste good?
Cheers. It really is strong. Oh my.
I don't mind it.
It gets the back of the jaw.
It's that fresh lime.
It's the
Ooh,
lime.
That second one was a little different. Oh. That one was a bit different. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Okay.
it's great.
Is it supposed to burn going down?
Dustin, can you add mixologist under my name next to
Oh yeah, no, it gets the back of your tongue. Oh, it's a whole new element.
You know what's weird? The first taste, I was like, okay.
That wasn't bad.
The second taste, I was like, oh. The third taste, I was like, okay. So either my taste buds are just fucked right now.
You are, you're confusing them right now. It's okay now, actually. You're not wrong. The first one
The
was good.
second sip
It
was weird. The rest are okay. Maybe we drunk already.
It's possible.
Okay, well, the rest of this episode is going to be very interesting. Okay, we can't, keep chugging it. Jesus.
Can we not?
Oh, there's more in the shaker.
No. Oh.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't mind it. It's a lot of something.
Do you mind if I take a sip of water?
No, please do.
I just need to.
It's a lot of something, but you know what it's not a lot of? Lacquer and turpentine.
I don't know. It's pretty damn close.
Okay, well,
Oh, wow.
it does have a different
I
type
think-
of alcohol taste to it, so maybe that's it.
I think it's the lime that really elevates it.
You know what? It's the tartness. They warned us. They said tart.
It's like I can't fix my face.
You know why? Because it's lingering back here, right? It's just lingering.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't mind it. Dustin, you want to try?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm dying to try this.
Oh man.
I can't wait to hear his reaction. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
strong.
Are you sure there's not?
It's turpentine.
It's turpentine.
It's that kind of alcohol. Ooh.
Oh.
No.
No.
Oh.
Wait, try another one.
Sip it
Sometimes
again.
the more you do it, the better it gets.
Yeah, it's that second sip
Nope.
that gets you.
It's the third one. Wait, give it back.
Oh, you want it back?
Yeah,
Really?
I do.
It's very intriguing, really.
I'm gonna keep drinking it. Okay, I also saw a simple syrup that had a crap. I
It's
can't
actually
remember
starting
the
to taste
flavor.
good now.
Yeah, because you're drunk.
You know what it tastes like?
Huh.
Remember those popsicle sticks that were in those plastic sleeves that you'd freeze?
Oh, yeah.
The lime one.
Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Or if you cut that one open, pour half it out, and fill the rest with tequila, it'll taste just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be actually a shortcut way to make it. Probably cheaper too.
I think next time we'll do that.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is gross, but it made me burp a little.
Oh.
It does not taste good. So,
Well, it
warning
could
for
have
both
been,
of you.
It could have been the dinner that you just had.
Pizza! It wasn't the pizza.
Well, pizza mixed
She
with
loves
that.
some pizza. Oh, maybe, yeah. All right, well, our sinuses are cleared. We are alert.
We are alert.
And now we're ready for something probably more interesting that you have to share
Oh
with
my
us.
gosh. This was pretty good though.
Thanks.
I like
I'll
your
work on it.
I like your segment, but yeah, you need to work on this.
I'll work on it.
I don't know if it was the
Maybe-
tequila. I don't know if it was the lime.
It wasn't expensive tequila, so I'm sure that makes a huge difference because I do like Patron,
So I'm
but
gonna
I
have
don't
a headache
like the
tomorrow.
price of Patron. Hydrate. Definitely drink a bunch of water. Get a liquid IV or two, throw it in there, you're fine.
I gotcha.
Some type of hydration supplement in case we can't use the term liquid IV, so whatever.
Just make it work.
Or if you want to sponsor us, fine, great. So maybe I can make this like a segment every now and then where I find like a different drink for us.
I think you should.
And I will just put a quick disclaimer out. They're probably going to all taste bad.
Great.
Because I feel like this is like my trend. Because even when I try to like cook something, I will follow the recipe to a T and somehow it still gets jacked.
That's okay though.
I think it's
So you're
me.
learning.
I think I'm the problem.
Probably. And that's okay. You know what? It's just not your strong suit, but you enjoy it. So keep doing it.
I'll find a good one for us.
I'm telling you, it's like every other one is good and bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, the next one will be good.
I made you like an espresso martini one time, maybe.
Yeah,
that
you
sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that next time.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. Okay, you go.
Okay, so I have am I an asshole?
Are you asking me or
are you an asshole, Stephanie?
I thought you were asking me if I think you're an. So what? What's your story again?
Oh my god. So I found it on Reddit. Reddit has the thing with am I an asshole? So I was gonna do I have two of them.
Okay, I love it.
So the first one's a little shorter. It's called the Out Earner. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
So after 30 years of steady progress, I'm making pretty good money. Like I recently readjusted my 401k so I don't have to overpay into this year. I don't really know what he's talking about.
I know
401ks.
nothing about 401ks.
I don't know. He adjusted it. So now his take home pay is more than his roommates pay for rent in some sort of low end, ugly house in a poor neighborhood is what he's saying.
Okay.
I didn't say it. He said it.
He's really laying it out there for us.
Sure is. So both of my roommates and several friends are constantly struggling. I try to help by drastically undercharging the rent. They probably pay half of what the going rate is for rooms in the city.
Is he the landlord? Is that what he's saying?
He's a friend. So he's got friends staying with him. He's got this like...
and they're paying him rent to stay in his place. Got it.
He's got like his old ugly house, whatever.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So, so he undercharges for the rent and then being the one who buys takeout, like at movie nights and things like that. So he's kind of going into basically I pay for everything on that. Okay. So I pretty much downplay my income and will downplay my available money by pointing out the college expenses that I have to pay for my child and the cost of filling my old junker car with gas. Okay. So he's got all these, he makes good money, but he downplays it.
Okay.
So I was hanging out with a friend recently and he asked what I make. I was honest. So he called me a jerk and said that I was condescending to my friends by acting poor. He was actively angry about me faking that I'm poor. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to save up so I can have a warm place to go to the bathroom when I'm old. I don't know why. Okay. Anyways, he wants a warm place to go when he's old. Okay. So I'm going to charge rent to live. I'm going to charge rent to live in my house. It seems wrong to have people live here rent free. I agree. I feel like everybody should pay. I just way undercharge. I have no desire to get a fancy new car or show off a nicer house. I do spend money on travel, but that's rare due to my job needing me so much. And no one sees how nice. Oh shit. And no one sees how nice I travel. That doesn't make sense. It's not a sentence. He just wants to know if he's an asshole for acting poor. That's all it is. So, okay. I'm just gonna bullet point it.
Okay.
He's got a house.
Yeah.
Friends live there.
Yes. Pay him rent.
Pays him rent.
He makes more money than his friends.
Correct. But now he's outed himself to one of the friends saying that he makes this kind of money, but he's acting
Which
poor.
makes me think that he doesn't hide it as well as he thinks he does. If his friend was like, hey, BT Dubs, what do you make? First of all, that's out of line anyway. That's none of your business, and that's inappropriate to ask your friend. And also, your friend's doing you a favor. I have a lot to say about this.
Well, also, I don't even know if they're like, I'm sure they're friends and they probably hang out occasionally or whatever, but they're roommates.
But the problem that I'm having with this whole big thing is like this person wants to be upset or jealous or whatever it is that the person who owns the house makes more money than him, right?
Right.
That's kind of more what it is. It's not this whole, I don't think it's this whole, like, you're acting poor. Like, just because he has modest taste doesn't mean he's acting poor.
I agree.
But I also think on the other side of it is that guy could be easily kicked out of his house and go pay more money and rent someplace else. So do you like where you live in the price point that you're living in? Because you're probably getting a deal.
Right.
Versus like what the competitive pricing is out there. You're gonna be paying more money to live someplace else.
Right. So do you want to pay less rent? Just go if you've got a problem with it.
I think the friend who asked him, how much money do you make? And then screw you for acting poor is the asshole in the situation.
I agree. I'm going to agree 100%.
I understand why he would feel, the person who wrote this would feel like awkward or uncomfortable. But I also feel like if he's the person who owns the house and then is collecting rent, I feel like it's implied that he has a different income than anybody else because he's got
That's
like a
his
dual
house.
income kind of too. He's got his job and he's also collecting rent.
Right. Well, and it's his house. Like he bought the house.
Yeah.
Which means that he has enough money to be able to pay for a house.
Yeah, or he's paying
not
a
just
mortgage
rent.
on it for what they're paying or whatever it is. But I think this whole thing is just awkward because it's none of anybody else's business what this man makes. Who cares?
You shouldn't have answered to begin with. You said, that's none of your business.
Yeah, but I don't feel comfortable answering that question.
I don't know.
No, not an asshole.
Okay. Confirmed.
Tell us what you think. Comment. But seriously, tell us what you think and if you think he's an asshole or not. I mean, we don't think he is, but we'd love another opinion or perspective on it, so let us know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to hear another one or do you want to
course.
do one?
No, you do.
Okay, great. Okay, so this one's called The Crafty Friend. I felt like it was speaking to me.
Is it about you?
It's kind of about me, maybe.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
write it? Ooh.
Ooh, well, I hope not.
Awkward.
Because this is going to be awkward if you did.
I didn't.
Okay. I crochet as a hobby.
Okay, I did not write this. Immediately no.
I crochet. I don't do it as a hobby. I used to. I don't
Didn't
do
you
that
do
now.
the little like koala little beds when there was all those fires in Australia?
I did.
Didn't you crochet little?
I did.
You crochet
They were
little
like
koala
they were
beds.
like little nests.
Little baby like couches.
Oh, they were.
Meow, it's so cute.
So
Look at
sweet.
you.
I know. Cute. Okay, so I crochet as a hobby. This is not me. This is the
not
person.
me
Okay.
either, no.
Okay. I started doing it about 6 or 7 years ago to help cope with my anxiety, which I think is really good actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Channel it.
So over time, I've become pretty good at it, and I've done some commissions for small things. I have recently opened my own website where I post my patterns and tips for free. So she doesn't really make any money, I don't think. She just has it up there. Sometimes she sells some things that she makes, and she doesn't want to give it away. So she puts it on there, but she doesn't really actively sell anything. It's just up there for her, whatever.
Okay.
I have a friend, her name is Lynn, who is always asking me for stuff. I've made her a scarf and hat set, and I gifted her a baby blanket for her rainbow baby, all of which have been for free. She asked me to make more complicated stuff for her, like cardigans, large, I don't know what this word is.
Okay.
It's amigurumi. I don't know.
Spell it.
Here, let me show you.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
right.
Like
It's
I'm gonna know. Where is it?
right here. Aramago.
First, I thought you were trying to say like origami, and I was like,
Nope,
Courtney.
sure isn't. How would you say that?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Moving on. It
I don't
sounds
know.
complicated, and she says she's not that person.
Sounds complicated.
She does.
You know what? I definitely can't crochet that.
I don't know what that
I
means.
can't do it.
It's
I can't even say it.
It's a large something toy.
I literally was trying to pronounce it like in my head, like
And you were gonna try it for everybody?
No, because in my head I couldn't even get them to like work as sounds together, so I was not going to keep going.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So she does complex blankets, which she says
say.
that maybe that's a blanket. I don't know.
Should I Google it really quick?
I feel like you
Can
should.
you spell it? Hold on, wait, I'm not ready yet. I'm gonna just spell it for me.
Let me know when you're ready.
She's ready.
AMIGURUMI.
It's just showing. Oh, maybe it's those little animals.
Oh, like
Those
the
little
little
like crochet cute little animal things.
yeah. The ones you get the little kits.
Yeah, that's what it
They're
looks
like little animals.
Oh my god, look at that guy.
Oh, he's fuzzy.
He's a little fuzzy cow. Little jellyfish. Anyway, it's these cute little animal things that you can crochet.
Okay.
Oh man, I actually have a book of those. Because when I was pregnant, I
You
was
felt like you needed to start crocheting?
I'm going to start doing something very like maternal and just nurturing it. Maybe that's when I'm sitting down relaxing, I can do it. And I learned
How did that go?
I learned a couple of stitches.
Okay.
Because my goal was I want to make these little like things. And I was like, I'm going to do it because I got this little book. It was so cute. I got a whole like
Of course,
zipper thing of all these different yarns. And little needly thingies. And I made my husband and I friendship bracelets. Sure did. We did 2 different colors, but we had matching friendship bracelets.
Of course.
And I put a little button on it. Okay.
So you wear it every day? I don't see it. I don't see it on your arm.
They fell apart not too long after because the button came off because I'm not a master yet.
You didn't tie it?
But I did, but it's slippery. And then
yarn isn't slippery.
This one I bought was basically soaking wet. So I'm stitching, and I made a couple of things, learned a couple of stitches, and then I literally just stopped.
Okay.
And it's in a cabinet in my husband's office, in his home office, just
sitting there.
So maybe when I can learn how to pronounce them, I can get back into embracing what they are and make cute little penguins or something.
A cute penguin? Can you make me a cute penguin?
Yes, I'd like to say that I'll make. Okay, I like to say that I make a Courtney and a Stephanie penguin. Mm-hmm. And I like
Can I
to
have
say
a
that.
C on the chest of mine?
Here's the thing. I made a friendship bracelet. And if you think I can bust out a penguin with a monogram on it.
That's 3D. Yeah.
That's going to be very complex. But I'm intrigued, and I have the book on how to do it.
I feel like maybe you should start tonight.
After the time my daughter goes to college, I'll be able to knock it out.
Probably not. But that's okay.
I love the idea, though.
I'd love it, too. Mm-hmm. We can just buy them.
Now I know what they're called, but not know how to pronounce it. This is great.
You're like, AMI. Do you have this? Can you show me how?
I do the Google Translate, and the people at Joanne's are do you know how to speak? I know I do. I definitely not from another country. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's fine. I'm sorry. Continue. I'll continue drinking this turpentine.
Backtracking a minute. Mm-hmm. So her friend has asked her to do all these complicated things.
Her friend the mooch got it.
Mm-hmm. So she's doing these little doll things or whatever.
Yeah.
She wants her to do complex blankets, which she always says no to. As much as she loves Lynn, she's very demanding, and she does this for fun. So she doesn't want to do it full time. Mm-hmm. She just wants to do it for fun.
Sure.
Okay. So
they're time consuming.
Right.
Okay.
And I mean, okay. So I enjoyed giving her gifts, but I don't want to feel obligated. Mm-hmm. It takes me a while to finish complex things, and I know she won't be okay with waiting for more than a week.
Sure.
Which, okay.
If you're getting it for free, girl, wait as long as
you're
you
gonna
need
wait.
to.
Exactly.
Yep.
Recently, I posted a patchwork cardigan I made, and Lynn texted me asking me if I could make one for her. I said no because it took me a month to finish the one that I just did, and I had other things that I wanted to make. So she asks if she paid for it, then if she would make it for her. And I told her that based on the cost of the material and an hourly wage for skilled labor, it would cost $400.
Whoa.
Okay. She said that this was ridiculous and there was no way that the cardigan would be worth $400.
Ouch.
I told her, I agree, but that's what I usually don't take commission and would rather just give stuff away that I make. I told her that I'm not being greedy. Okay.
So you need to justify it, girl.
Okay. Realistically, if I took commission for this cardigan, I'd be charging for $75. I give a 2-month timeline, but I wanted to deter her from asking again. Am I the asshole for quoting her such a large price?
So if anybody on Etsy, let's say, was buying it, it'd be $75.
Correct.
But her friend, she's like, $400.
Here's the thing. I don't think she's being an asshole,
No.
but I feel like maybe she should be
She's
more.
proving a point, I think.
But she should just be more upfront.
Sure.
Listen.
And also, I think if she wants to give Lynn or anybody these gifts that she's crocheting for holidays and birthdays, I think that's amazing. I think that's so nice. She's taking the time to do it, and it's for an occasion.
Absolutely.
But I think it's very demanding of her friend to be out of nowhere on a whim, be like, hey, make this for me. Take the time to do it. Materials. I'm not going to pay you, but get it to me in 3 days. That's crazy. That's irrational.
That's ridiculous.
And
rude.
100%.
Very rude.
I think the steep price is a little much.
I see what she's trying to do, but she
100%.
should have just been real with her.
100%. And I think, and maybe she was trying not to be like, I don't have time to do it. Oh, but since you're paying me, I have to. Maybe she was afraid of how it was going to look.
Maybe.
But it's if you people who are going to pay you for it, they would take priority over your friend who's mooching off of your skills and your talents.
Yeah.
I don't think she's an asshole. I think the $400 is a bit much. I think she should have more transparency, but I don't think she's the asshole.
No, I don't think she's the asshole. I think the friend for taking advantage of another friend for what they do, I think that's completely unacceptable.
That's the asshole.
So, anyways, Those are my 2 Am I an Asshole stories.
They were good.
Thank you.
I'll drink turpentine to that.
Okay. Oh, God.
Down that.
My face is getting a little warm. It's actually, it's being watered down by the ice.
It's diluted a little. It's good.
And I like that.
I say good. It's getting better.
I don't know if it's getting better, though.
Oh, I think the water's helping. You don't think so? Okay.
My face is warm. That's all I'm going to say.
Your chest is getting
I feel like I'm getting warm.
She's getting sunburnt in here.
Okay. So what do you got?
Okay. So my next story kind of came at a weird time. So my husband and I recently took a trip to the Pacific Northwest, right? And we got back a couple days ago. This weekend, I think it was yesterday, I'm sitting on my couch, scrolling through Google on my phone, whatever.
Yeah.
And I found this article with a very intriguing headline that I was like, okay.
I'll
I was
bite.
like, tell me more. So the headline, this was on UPI.com. The headline said, overturned truck spills red wine in Washington roundabout. And I was like, well, I was just there. How did I miss this?
It sounds like in my head right now, they were going way too fast.
That's what yeah.
And it just toppled over.
Yep. So it happened on August 24th, which was literally the day I left Washington. I was like...
You had your chance. You could have been standing on the sidelines, just be like, with mouth open.
I have cups, and I'm like, nope. And then I'm like, well, if it was a white wine truck, I would have been like, turn the plane around. But basically, the Washington State Patrol said that the off-ramp roundabout was closed when a tanker truck overturned and spilled red wine across the entire roadway. No other vehicles were involved. Not even mine, unfortunately. The incident, they weren't involved in the incident, and the driver was treated for minor injuries. So what happened to all the wine? I mean, did all of it spill? I don't know any of these answers, but it feels like a sin.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So I have lots of questions, actually.
Okay, let's hear 'em.
One is, was it like the milk trucks where it's just like a big vat of like red wine?
That's literally how I envisioned it. Like
Yeah.
those giant 18-wheelers and like those round metal backs,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And it either says that there's something explosive in it or it's milk, right? It's either a dairy product or extremely flammable. There's
Right.
no in between.
No.
But that is when I read this, literally I envisioned one of those giant trucks
Yes.
full of red wine. So
Actually-
in my head, a fuck ton of wine spilled. And it probably wasn't the case.
No, it probably wasn't. Was it cased wine, I'm assuming?
Okay, the article said nothing.
So
But I'm assuming it was huge.
So
like, no! It's like the waterfalls that you see in the Pacific Northwest.
Absolutely.
It was that of just red wine.
it was like, one of those little Tonka trucks for like
Yeah.
kids? Yeah. And it was just like a U shaped, and it was like filled with wine. Like whoa.
It's literally
whoa.
only one bottle of wine
Right.
that spilled, and we're like, no! And
Open your mouth.
we're there making like wine angels on the floor, like, no, not the wine. Let it soak into my skin. She's on the ground, like,
Just licking it up. Like, don't judge me.
Will it
I gotta-
absorb it?
But
Will I
I'll just lay here for a minute.
take up all your clothes? Like, I will absorb all the wine.
I'm gonna get all, and you just bring it out in your mouth.
And then the next part of the article is like, Florida native visiting the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, you know what?
Skinny dips
I
and
did-
wine that spilled all over the roundabout.
I did Floridians last week. That would be us.
This would be it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We would be the Floridians soaking up the wine with our
And
shirts and
then I
drinking
would
it.
write, am I an asshole for resisting arrest when I'm making wine angels in the middle of a roundabout?
Full circle.
Naked? It's fine. It's fine.
No judgment.
And then the next week, Courtney's like, I have am I an asshole and a Floridian all in one.
All in one. They're all together in wine. So, I mean, it's just like a triple threat, really. I love
Yeah.
that.
So that happened the day I left. So one, obviously nothing to do with it because I would never spill wine.
Of course not.
And then two, I was like, well, that's a weird coincidence.
Interesting. It's interesting timing.
Yeah. Can I also tell you a random story I just thought of?
Yeah.
Okay. So also when we were in Pacific Northwest, we were in Seattle, we went to Portland too. So we did the little 3-hour drive to Portland, did it twice. And then while we were down there, my husband and I were like, let's get pedicures. Great. We've been walking around a lot.
Yeah.
We flew a lot. Let's get pedicures.
Let's get relaxed.
So I find one near where we were on Google. It had great reviews, great stars. I call her. She's like, yeah, we'll be free in 10 minutes. Great. We get some coffee because they're everywhere.
Of course.
And we go in. The place was very nice. We both were like impressed. We were like, okay, because
Were they
a lot of-
$100 pedicures?
they were overpriced for sure,
okay.
especially mine. I'll tell you about it. But we walked in, and like the first thing I noticed, because like where we live, I feel like if I Google a new place to get my nails done, like a lot of them don't have the best reviews. They're not the highest stars.
Right.
And a lot of them are like old, right?
Yeah.
They're not the most like up-to-date places. So when I see pictures of updated places, I'm like, okay, I have to go there, right?
Right.
When I was Googling, all of them like 4.6 and higher, and they all look nice. And I was like, okay, Oregon.
So does everybody fly out to the Pacific Northwest to get their pedicures?
I mean, I won't ever again, but it's possible. So we get there and we both were like, this place is really nice. The woman who greeted us was a fucking gem. She was so stinking cute.
Really?
She was so nice to us. She's chatting with us. She brought us to our little chairs. We got a little feetsies in there, our little toesies soaking. She's chatting with us. She's so stinking nice. She goes to get some stuff. She comes back, sits in front of my husband. She gets him all set up. He falls asleep, right? I'm sitting waiting for my lady to come up. And this woman who was very, I would say agitated looking.
Oh.
Comes over and she like sits down and she's like, the best way my husband and I described it was like she was washing dishes, right? She just like, just in the bowl, just, and I'm like, oh God, okay.
Was she touching you while she was doing this?
She was just aggressive all around. And I have gotten a lot of pedicures, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've got a lot of pedicures.
Of course.
So this is the beginning, okay? So she takes my nail polish off and she gets the little cuticle trimmers out.
Oh.
And the last time I got a pedicure before the one I got whatever a week or so ago was like maybe 6 weeks ago. So it wasn't like super recent, but it wasn't so long ago that my feet were fucked, right?
Right.
So she is trimming my big toe cuticles so bad that it actually started hurting. And I told her, I'm like, can you just stop doing that? Because that does not feel, that hurts. Like it's hurting.
Yeah.
Okay. So naturally, in Florida, sandal season, I got to use the little cheese grater thingy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The entire experience was painful. The whole thing. I mean, my whole foot, I thought she was going to like cheese grate my shin. And then I'm like, oh God. And I'm like, okay, I asked her, can you just stop doing that? I look at my husband's like, ow. He's getting this deep foot massage. I mean, the woman is so sweet. And then she's asking, I'm like, okay, I can't talk to you, sweet, awesome, beautiful lady. This woman's murdering my feet. So then I literally just like asked her like just to stop everything she was doing. And then she just like, whatever, did everything else really fast, paid my toes, and then we had to leave. I was so angry. I got so clammy because I got so mad. And then my husband's like, oh, that was great. And I'm like, yeah.
You're like, now I can't walk.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. My big toe hurt for like 2 days. And I'm like, and then when we were leaving, because we were done and I was waiting for my toes to dry in our chair and she got up and to go massacre somebody else's face or feet or fingers or whatever.
Face or feet?
I hope she doesn't do
Face
waxes.
or
I don't
feet or
know.
fingers? Can you imagine if she did like brows or something?
That's what I'm thinking. Like everybody's brows would be just angry. Oh. She would just wax everybody so they were just as angry as she was. Just like sit there, just like okay, God, ow, I don't know you. Stop. Stop hurting me. I'm a really nice person. Stop.
Oh my God, are you okay?
So I'm just sitting there and I'm like cooling off. I'm just so fucking mad. And I'm like, I came here to fucking relax and you're hurting me. So we get situated. I'm like, I just gotta go. Like, I just wanna leave. We wait a little bit, a couple minutes for our feet dry. I try to put my sandals on, and the sweet little lady comes over who was helping my husband. She comes over and she's like, oh, you guys leaving? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, oh, okay, one time. I'm like, no, that was really just rough. That was rough. She's like, I know, I'm so sorry. I'm like,
she knows.
she clearly saw and heard me express to the lady that I'm not interested in any more of this torture. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that lady was like manager or owned the place or she was just really sweet and worked there. I don't know the situation.
Oh, man. You might have just got someone fired.
But then now I'm thinking about it. When we left, maybe like an hour or two later, whatever it was, I got a phone call from them. And I didn't answer because I was like, I'm not going to answer it. But now I don't know what it was. She didn't leave me a message or anything. But the nail place called me like an hour or two after we left.
It was probably the owner.
That nice lady?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or somebody, she told
knew
somebody.
We weren't from Oregon. We told her we were from Florida and all that stuff. But like, I don't know. And I was like, but we were like out someplace or we were, like, I couldn't answer my phone. And I was like, oh, that's weird. It's a nail place. And I was like, why? Like, I don't know. And I didn't think anything of it.
They're probably calling to apologize.
Well, then they should have charged me less.
Oh, okay. Well, in hindsight.
Their pedicures were expensive, but I'm glad my husband had a great time.
fell asleep. You should have just punched him in the arm.
Maybe.
No,
like,
you should
make
have.
that water hotter. Just crank up the heat in that water.
Just burn his feet.
He's got some sensitive toes. Crank up the heat in that water.
Can you imagine if he had that girl?
He would have been pissed.
He would have been so mad.
He actually probably would have been not very nice to her. He would have been meaner to her than I was. And I wasn't very mean. I was just like, okay, that doesn't feel good. Please stop. He would have been like, not very nice to her.
No, I would agree with that. Knowing him the way I do, yes. He just would not have been nice.
No, he would have been
You
kinda
would have
mean
left mid-pedicure.
Yeah. I would have been like, it's not unjust, but I'm uncomfortable.
You're like, mine's great. This is fantastic. No, we're not
I'm
leaving.
over there sleeping. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh.
So that happened.
Okay, wow.
So, you know.
Wow. Do you, I feel like you need to have some therapy after that.
Oh, I thought that's what this was. Oh.
Ooh.
Awkward.
Do they know that? Because I don't feel like everybody knows
Did they just
that.
witness like our therapy session? That is so awkward for them.
This is normal, though. I mean, this is...
Yeah, this is mild. This is mild.
You don't really ask for an opinion. You just talk about your trauma.
Yeah. And usually it's like TMI. It's
Of
just,
course.
so this was very mild.
Absolutely.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was not prepared.
Sorry.
Well, let's see. We're changing gears here from
Okay.
pedicures to monsters.
From toe torture to
Okay.
monsters.
Yes, monsters.
Okay. That sounds fun.
The Lochness Monster. Listen.
Hey, that's exciting.
It is exciting. And here's the thing.
Do you want to go to Scotland?
I would love to go to Scotland.
Okay, let's go.
I have a friend that lives in Scotland. We could go stay in her flat.
Yeah. Is her name like Zoe or something? Why do I remember that?
I don't know. It's Chloe. But it
Chloe.
was close. It was close. It was an OE in the end.
I was very close.
You were close. Yeah,
Sorry, Chloe, not Zoe.
But yeah, that would be so awesome to
let's
go.
go.
So anyways, I found this article about the Loch Ness Monster. They are starting, actually it was this weekend. It was the 24th, no, the 26th, what's today? The 26th and 27th? 27th and 28th.
Great. Today's
26th
27th.
and 27th. It was Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
They
So
start,
today and yesterday.
yes. Yes. So they opened up another investigation about the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
Right?
This is fun.
This is like breaking news, guys.
This is exciting.
Breaking
You
news.
heard it here, not first, okay?
I mean, it's all over the internet, but that's okay. So this is an article that was written by, her name is Jill Lawless, and it was the London AP.
Okay.
Okay, so with drones and webcams, volunteers and hunters join a new search for the mythical Loch Ness Monster
This is fun.
this weekend. Like, this weekend.
I'm upset they didn't ask us to participate in any kind of like research, but fine, whatever.
Do you know that there is a Loch Ness Center? Like an active center for people. You know how like they have like the CDC for like whatever?
Yeah. For whatever. Whatever they do. Yeah.
What do they do? Disease control.
I felt like you just like said the abbreviation and then we're like, fuck, I don't know what that is. So for like whatever they
For one
do.
reason or another, I started thinking about
Isn't it Center for Disease Control?
Center for
Yeah.
I started thinking
Or
about
whatever they do.
I started
I
thinking
don't
about
know.
The Walking Dead because they went to the CDC. Anyways, that's the only
Sure.
reason. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna
That's
move
the
on.
only reason why you know of the CD, not the whole pandemic or anything.
Whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. So mystery hunters converge on the Scottish lake on Saturday, August 26th, 2023.
Are mystery hunters like just in London or are they everywhere?
They're probably everywhere.
Let's
And they're
look into
probably
that.
for like
Let's look into that. That's not. Stop it.
Pacific Northwest.
We don't have any
guys.
time to talk about Bigfoot. Okay.
We may need to.
Let's look into that. Okay.
Okay. But this is breaking. We got to.
This is exciting. I'm so excited.
Okay, so they were looking for signs of this mythical Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Center said researchers tried to seek evidence for Nessie using thermal imaging drones, infrared cameras, and hydrophone to to detect underwater sounds in the lake's murky waters.
That's smart. I would have used the hydrophone too. That's really good call.
So, do you know what the hydrophone does? No.
It detects sounds in deep water.
Right. Okay. Okay. Good job.
Thanks.
I don't know if that's it. Okay.
It sounded really
It
good.
said
right?
detect underwater sound. So I
It's
think
great. I
it basically just told you. So the 2-day event is being billed as the largest survey of the lake in 50 years and includes volunteers scanning the water with boats in the lakeshore with others around the world joining in with webcams. So I don't know if others have the webcams doing it or if this Loch Ness Center is providing the webcams.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure.
This is all hilarious. I love it.
So Alan McKenna of the Loch Ness Center said, and I'm sure he's an official.
Oh, of course.
Of the
With
Loch
a name
Ness
like
Center.
McKenna, yes.
Do you have to have a degree to be in this center?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. So, so he said that they were aiming to inspire a new generation of Loch Ness enthusiasts. McKenna told the BBC radio the searchers were looking for breaks in the surface and asking volunteers to record all manner of natural behavior on the loch. So they're just trying to find if there's water splashing somewhere, maybe.
Yes, but it's not like any other sea creature that lived there and we know about. But just make sure you check it.
Right.
Okay.
You just got to document ripples.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just check it.
Not every ripple or wave is a beastie.
Oh, you don't say.
Some of those can be explained, but there are a handful that cannot. He said. Not me. The Loch Ness Center is located. Why are you laughing?
Because this just makes me think of Bigfoot, and I have just so many thoughts running through my head on the situation that I'm just waiting.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
The Loch Ness Center is located at the former. God, this is a big name, and
Another one.
I actually got onto Merriam-Webster.com to try to figure out how to say it, and I've already forgotten. Hold on.
You didn't copy and paste the
I should the phonetical spelling. No, I didn't.
Okay,
so
is it like a Scottish word that
yes,
you're gonna fuck up?
It's very Scottish.
I can't wait.
Chloe, I'm sorry.
This is gonna be fun.
Hold on. Drumnadricate.
No.
Okay. It's a hotel
Yeah.
where the modern day Nessie legend began.
Oh, Drumnadricate. Right. Yeah. That's where it is.
See? Drumnadricate. Got it?
It's so wrong.
It's not. It's right. Wait a minute.
There's no way it's pronounced Dramagicate.
Wait.
I would love to be wrong. There's no way. That sounds so not Scottish. There's no way that's right.
Wait, I'm asking Google. Wait a minute. You know what? I don't like you saying that I can't say it.
Period. I just love the thought of all the funds going into trying to find the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
It makes me think of all this Bigfoot stuff of if you haven't found him yet, sorry,
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I love Bigfoot. I'm obsessed with Bigfoot to a point of where I'm talking about too much. But that's how I feel with this whole Loch Ness thing. Oh.
Lochness in Scotland. We'll be looking at how to say more Scottish names too, so stay tuned.
No. How do you say it?
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of this village in the western shore of the Loch Ness in Scotland.
He goes, Loch.
Scottish names too, so stay tuned to the channel.
I don't want to stay tuned. I want to know what it is right now.
This means it's not Dramagicate.
It is dramatic.
Tonight's dinner? It's gonna be great.
You're doing a really great job.
Drumnadrocket.
Does that sound like Dramagicate to you?
Why does he keep saying it? Stop. Okay.
Are you telling him to stop because you realized you were very
Drumnadricate.
Yes. Drum the Drocket is what he sounded like he was saying. Dramagicate.
That's the English pronunciation.
Dramagicate.
I didn't say it high pitched like that. You know what?
It's like when people go, Gracias.
Gringo.
Dramagicate.
Dramagic. Hotel. Okay.
In Scotland.
In Scotland.
By Loch Ness.
This is where it began.
Stop yelling at me.
Well, you're not listening.
I'm stuck on this whole Dramagicate thing.
It's the only time I have to say it. It's done.
That's actually a bummer.
So in 1933, manager Aldi McKay reported spotting a water beast in the mountain-fringed loch, the largest body of fresh water by volume in the United Kingdom, and is up to 750 feet in one of the deepest parts. That's what it was. This story kicked off an enduring worldwide fascination with finding this elusive monster, spawning hoaxes and hundreds of eyewitness accounts. Numerous theories have been put forward over the years, including the creature may be a prehistoric marine reptile, giant eels, a sturgeon,
Okay.
or even an escaped circus elephant.
That one's fantastic and stupid at the same time.
This is like, is it his trunk that
He's
they're
just
thinking
like
is
lives
like
in the water and his trunk just. Did you hear the theory about people thinking it might be a whale dick?
I'm sorry.
Since you mentioned it might be a whale, that's actually a theory out there. That apparently, like when a whale is like looking to mate, when he's like waiting,
When he's looking to
when
mate?
he's waiting for the lady, he just like turns
Did you
over.
say-
He's like,
wait a minute. Did you say waiting for the lady?
We're waiting for her. I don't know how whales do it, but like when they're waiting for it, he just like turns over at the surface and goes like with his like whale dick.
Stop.
Yeah, there's an article. I saw a video about it. I mean, it doesn't mean it's true.
So it's long enough to make it look like the old picture of the Loch Ness?
You want me to find a picture for you? I'm gonna find a picture for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna find.
I mean, I don't feel like, should I? I don't feel like I, no.
Oh, you're gonna see a whale dick. It's gonna happen.
Oh, I can't wait. This is exciting.
Yeah, this is something. That's
That
for
would,
sure.
That would make it pretty big. Like large. Large and in charge. But it's like curved on the end. How does,
like a little.
how does it, okay. I have so many questions.
Okay, so that's the blurry Nessie picture we know,
Yes,
right?
the one that nobody knows
Dustin,
who
can you
took
put
it.
these in or something? Okay, cool. So that's the blurry whatever. So, I mean,
Not wrong.
can't unsee it.
I mean, if it was, if it was at night, it would look just the same.
This is a lot.
How big is that? Should I ask that question? Is that appropriate?
How big is a whale dick?
Are all whale dicks the same size?
Well, but this article is also saying that it kind of like debunks it, but then it also says a blue whale can have a 10-foot.
10 feet. 10. What do you do with that?
Stop!
I don't.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
So they don't think it's true, but I think it's a fun theory.
Okay. Is it
I
fun?
think so, because how can that be untrue, but a fucking circus elephant can be? Oh, it can't be a whale. I mean, I don't know if whales can get into the loch. I don't know how geography works or how any kind of region connects. I don't know any of that stuff.
No.
But that's definitely more plausible than a circus elephant that escaped from the circus. And if he's escaping, let him go, because clearly he's not happy, right?
Clearly. But don't they have to breathe air?
So he's just like swimming in the loch, and his little trunk is like his little snorkel. Is that what's happening?
I mean,
He would have to get out of the water
I
eventually.
don't have answers for this.
All right, well, let's move on. Because these are all ridiculous theories.
Let me continue
But
my
let's
story.
debunk the whale dick, you know?
Please do. That feels like the most plausible one, actually. So many believe the sightings are pranks or can be explained by floating logs or strong winds. But the legend is a boom for tourism in the picturesque Scottish Highland region. Such skepticism did not deter volunteers like Craig Gallifay.
Okay.
Gallifay.
Craig. Classic
Sure.
Craig.
I believe that there is something in the loch, he said, though he is open-minded about what it is. I do think that there's got to be something that's fueling all the speculation. He said that whatever the outcome of this weekend search is, the legend will continue.
God, I hope it does.
It will.
This is great.
I think it's the imagination of something being the largest body of water in the UK, and there's a lot of stories. So there's still things, although they've not been proven. There's something quite special about the loch.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
I think people just like want to see something. It's the same thing with like Bigfoot. People are like, somebody saw something or however long ago.
Yeah.
And they just like want it to be true.
Absolutely.
So they're like, I'm going to look for that monster.
I feel like we should just go over and stay with Chloe.
Fine.
And then we can go to the loch and look for the Lochness Monster.
Yes.
Okay.
And do this whole thing there.
We can look for water breaking and
circus elephants.
circus elephants or sturgeon or whale penises.
Yeah, here's the thing about
Whatever.
a sturgeon. Like, that's a big fish.
It's a big fish.
But like, what is it doing? Like dolphin, like tail out the. It's like on the surface of the water, like it's a dolphin, right?
I'm gonna need you to stop. I just need you. Jazz hands. What is happening?
You know, when you go in,
No,
the
I
dolphins
don't
do
know.
that thing with their tail, and they're like on the surface of the water with their tails. People think sturgeons are doing that. How is it out of the water like that?
I don't have answers.
I need to stop doing that.
That's a good story, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually am very happy you picked that one.
It's pretty cool that it's happening like right now.
Yes, and I like anything that's like cryptid related. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Good job, Courtney.
Thank you.
I like how we end on that fun note.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we'll go to Scotland.
Okay.
We'll record this
Yes.
there on our hunt for Loch Ness.
That's right.
What if Bigfoot lives in Scotland also, and
Oh.
him and Nessie are like buds, and like people just don't leave us the fuck alone?
I know.
What if that's the thing?
Maybe.
What if Lochness Monster is Bigfoot and he's swimming and he's doing the breaststroke and his arm is just so big it's like as he's stroking? That's a theory.
He's stroking all right.
There it is.
Just admit
This is Loch Ness. Nope.
Nope.
Bigfoot swimming. It's all the same person. It's all the same guy.
I'm done.
He's such a trickster.
You know what? I'm not going to bring you any more stories. No more stories for you.
No, I
Yes,
like
I
him
will.
a lot. Okay, good.
Okay.
Well, guys, thank you for stopping by and watching another one of our silly videos.
I just wanted to jump in and say that.
Breaking news, guys.
Put some sound effects in, yeah.
I just wanted to say I just checked and we're at 152 songs.
Whoa!
So you can change it. Yeah, go ahead.
There you
Oh.
go.
So
Ooh, ooh.
join the sub train, everyone.
Yeah.
Hop on.
Train.
Hop on.
We're going to take our submarine down to the Loch Ness and find the monsters. Okay, I'm done.
Well done, Courtney.
Thank you.
Full circle. That was great. Well, help us get to more than 152. We want to get to 500 by the end of the year.
Please.
Help us get there.
Yes.
And make sure you hit your notifications so you get
Oh.
like bing, bing, bing when we
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Follow all of our social media. You know the whole thing. And we'll see you next time for our next crazy shit Chauvin episode.
Who knows?
Bye. Friends.